Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? I've been not on as much this week because I was under the weather. However, I think we're going to start doing a little bit more in the next coming week. So let's get with our usually highly anticipated Lovers in a Separation reading. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the collective that is in separation. So, Spirit, what is that? So, the first one is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. So, Spirit is saying for those of you who are in separation, really kind of raise your vibration. One of the best ways to do that is through being lighthearted and laughing. Find a reason to laugh. Watch a funny movie. Hang out with one of your friends that's kind of funny and comical. Watch some stupid videos on TikTok that show people falling down. Everybody laughs at that. All right, so let's see what else we have for the collective that is in separation. And remember, this is a collective reading. We will get a lot of different stories at once, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This is, you know, for a little bit of everybody. The more that you interact with the channel, the more that I will be able to pick up on your energies and put it into the story. And so, for many of you, Spirit is saying, really look deep within yourself and try to find out why you're in that separation right now. What's going on? What triggers you? What are those emotions that need to be healed? And uh, again, look deep within those emotions. I'll put it down here because this is really where you got to go. You got to go deep, deep, deep. You got to connect to self because once you do, you're going to find that clarity that you've been looking for, why you keep on being stuck, why you're sitting inside of here. And so we're going to go ahead and look at that, right? So Spirit is saying, think of everything that you admire in a partner and make sure that, I'll put it up here, make sure that when you do, that you keep it in a very light-hearted, light place. And Spirit says that telepathic bonds are when you are in a high frequency vibration, right? It's close soul connection. It means that the two of you are aligned. So let's see what else love wants to tell us for those that are in a separation in this now moment. So, Spirit, let's take a look at what's going on within the collective that is in separation this now moment. So, remember, we are doing a collective reading here, so things may or may not resonate. If you are looking for your own personal reading, you can reach out for paid readings at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. All right, well, Spirit threw us a lot of cards out here, so let's see what we have coming in the energies of love for this collective in separation. And we're doing like a midweek check-in. So Spirit's saying, hey, it's safe for you to love. It's okay. You're in that place because true love is going to find you. But you got to get out of that space where children could be weighing you down right now. They could be affecting your love life, and so you have to find space for your love life to allow if you are a person with single family or your person's person. Spirit saying that whatever's coming in, this could be your one because you're calling in a soulmate. Spirit, once again, get into the playfulness. This is double confirmation. And this is coming very soon. We're going to have a heart to heart conversation with that soulmate, with that person. Might be the person you're thinking of over here, might not be. You have to be open for that. You have to allow for it. And for those of you who are new to my readings, my reading and my layout is very specific to me. What I do is I look at what your energies are, that's in the center space. I look at what you're trying to manifest, that's over here, and I look at what you are trying to avoid, meaning that I call this the hamster wheel of karma over here. These are the things that keeping you stuck, keeping you in a few confusion and illusion, keeping you looping. And we want to get out of this. And so we look at what's above and below that helps us get out of this and get to here. So with that, let's see what else we have for the collective that is in separation with their person. So Spirit, let's see. What do we have for those in separation? And let's take a look. Spirit, what do we have going on for the collective in separation? Show us what's going on in the energies. Get one more card, please. That's too many cards, but we'll take it anyway. All right, we got a lot to go through here. Spirit really gave us a dump. And so let's see what's going on within the collective that is in separation from their person. And this could be your twin flame, could be your soulmate, could be your divine counterpart, could just be your love interest that you are in separation with at this now moment. Spirit's saying that there's a lot of negative influences around you and your person, and you got to get rid of the drama mamas. Right? What you're looking for is somebody who's really only looking for you, somebody who's devoted, not somebody over on this side. There's possibly an apology maybe coming through on this side. Remember, you need trust. You need somebody that's loyal. You want to have that in your space. And Spirit's saying the one back here, this is done. This is finally over. It's time for you to let this go. Because if you don't let this go, what's going to happen is you're going to keep on getting stuck. This person will keep on running, ghosting, disappearing. And Spirit's saying that, they get it. You're exhausted from this journey of this constant cycling on and off separation. It's time for you to put a fork in this and be done with it. You need to reach that breaking point. And as you reach that breaking point, then all of this comes in, right? You've got to get out of that longing, that wanting, because you know what that is? That's lack energy. And you want to get out of that lack energy. You want to get out of that obsession. And Spirit's saying that this is what's keeping you stuck. You're obsessed and you can't let go of this energy. And for you, you need to look deep. You need to lighten up your energy. You need to let go of all this stuff and bring in this, what you truly want. So let's see what it is that's blocking the collective right now in the space of love. So, Spirit, show me what it is that is blocking when, and we look at this, right? We always create our own reality. So we have to understand what it is in our behaviors that are creating these blocks to allowing what's meant to be here. And it's sitting here in the energy ready to go. But we're stuck here. How do we get out of that stuckness? And so let's see what Spirit's going to give us. 1, 2, get one more. Spirit. Okay, one more. So we have 3 cards that Spirit's given us here for what it is that's keeping us stuck in this now moment. The first one is boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. So many of you are so afraid of being alone that you have no boundaries whatsoever. You're so attached, you're so obsessed, right? And we see it here, this obsession that you're going to allow anything. When this person says jump, you say how high. When they say run, you say how fast, right? Bend over, how far. You got to get your proper boundaries to know what you should and shouldn't allow. You shouldn't be walked all over. You really need to put a boundary up, but not a wall. A wall is one that you can't see the opportunities coming in. But a healthy boundary is a door, and it's a door that has a door lock. It has a door handle. It has a window, so you can see the opportunities. Spirit's also saying don't stay with somebody who isn't right for you just because it's safe. Why? Because you're so afraid of being alone. And you've got to stop being afraid of being alone and really be in this place of allowing what's really meant for you in the right vibration, not just because you're afraid of being alone. You have to learn how to be with yourself. And again, fear of loneliness, right? Because you're so afraid of being alone, that being stuck, being an old maid, being an old maid, being a cat lady, right? That you're in that place of accepting anything just not to be alone. And what you have to do is be alone with yourself and start finding the love for yourself and start being able to be with yourself. And why don't you want to be with yourself? Is because you don't really like who you become, and you need to release all of that. You need to heal all that. Once you connect to yourself and start healing all those traumas, then you truly can be happy and you can truly allow what's meant for you to come in to come in. So let's get some advice now from our higher self. How do we get there, right? Because we now know it's in our awareness of what it is that we need to work on, what's our issues. And remember, this is a collective reading, so maybe 1, 2, or all of these will resonate with you, but let's see what we're getting from Spirit. So Spirit's saying for you, for many of you, right? Sleep and rest. You're going to need to overcome all this draining energy. You need to recharge. You need to meditate. Go in and connect to self so you can understand what it is truly that's creating all these issues here with boundaries. This is going to be tough. It's an obstacle you can overcome, but you have to choose to overcome because healing is not automatic. Healing is a choice. You have to choose. You have to choose to get off this hamster wheel of karma, lest you get stuck. You have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. So Spirit's saying to you, realize how special you are. Stop being in the settling, no boundaries, fear of loneliness. You're special the way you are. You have to realize it. And last but not least, get a reading for many of you. For many of you, you're stuck and you can't find your way out of this. It's time for you to get a professional reading. And if this has made your awareness today, this reading is for you. Anytime any reading makes your awareness, and then there's a piece of it in there for you. Get a reading. If it's not from me, it can be from anybody else that you trust as a reader. It's like I say, I don't mind having the business, but I want you to get the healing more than I care about the business. So wherever your reader that you trust, reach out to them. It's time for a reading for many of you. And so with that, if you do want a reading, reach out for your own readings at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. They are anywhere from $10 to $60 for a reading like this. This would be a $60 full reading because we really want to get deep into the energies. So now that we've gone through all this, let's go to timing, right? And timing is the thing that everybody really kind of wants to know. When. When is my person going to come in? And well, the short answer is it's going to be when you start to heal, when you decide to choose yourself, when you decide to face your traumas head on and start to release them one by one, right? And that may take time. So remember, timing is something fluid. It changes at every now moment, and timing's a little bit different from everybody. But let's see what Spirit says. When can we get this very soon, heart to heart, this calling in the soulmate, this true love? Spirit, can you give us an idea for the collective? He's saying two more cards. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, we've got two cards here. So let's see what we have. So for many of you, it's going to happen around winter time. But Spirit says after bypassing a small obstacle, some of you will have it realized immediately. So as you overcome probably one of these issues here, right, it's going to happen right away. But for many of you, that track is around winter. So that is my reading for today. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Make sure you are following the channel and you have your notifications on for when I go live. And I do answer like single questions when I do a live readings and activations. This is not one of those reads, but I haven't done a read for the collective that's in separation in a little bit. Had some issues with health and a little bit of I'm upgrading my system so we can get much better videos. So with that, have a great day. I appreciate each and every one of you, and make sure you are subscribing to my YouTube channel as well, Silver Fox Spiritual. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you at the next reading.